Hey everybody, and thank you for checking my video out. Just wanted to sit down and do a check-in during the pandemic on how things are going. And one of the biggest things I want to say is that not all of your gig worker friends are okay. Simple as that. I know a lot of us ask. We ask our family members and our friends who are out in New York, LA, wherever, how things are going. And, we're like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. It's that. And sometimes it's hard to explain it all the time to everyone, especially certain people in different areas of why it's not okay. But one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk about and say today on why things are annoying and crazy right now. It's been officially 5 months now since things here in Los Angeles have been shut down. And not even talking about like money or pay, but it has been 5 months since we've been able to do, the things that we want to do, the things that we actually enjoy, and the reasons why we left our small towns or our families and these things. And, it's like all of it's just been paused. And at the beginning we thought, maybe it'll be shut down for a month, a couple weeks, maybe 2 months, whatever. It's been literally almost half the year. And not being able to work sucks. It's draining and sometimes make you feel like you have no purpose, that you made a mistake, and it's can be heavy. It can be a lot. And again, sometimes it's hard to communicate that to everyone, but it's still the truth. It's sad, because like it did start off so well, and it was like people are doing so good and their dreams are happening. Like I was working a lot out here in LA, life was getting good. I got with a new agency, still with the agency, but I'm not doing anything really right now because of all of this. I think about some of my other friends, my friend Rico, who was doing a traveling Broadway show, and then AJ and Nick going to Vegas and getting a crazy experience, working with RuPaul, and all of a sudden all of these things are just halted, and it rips my heart out for them because of empathy and sympathy. I get it, and it's terrible to see that happen, and it can be discouraging, honestly, and it sucks. So when you ask these people like, are they okay? For that day, they might feel all right. It feels like things might be fine, but as a whole, most of the time, no, we're not. And there can be so many things that people can do, to help out in those situations. First of all, honestly, and it's not even PSA, but put your fucking mask on. Put a mask on so that this can go away and we can go back to work. That's honestly one of the biggest things you can do for me. And also, another thing is to be more understanding, or have people be more understanding. One of the other things that is annoying about it is, in these situations, pay for people. It's already sucked getting less pay because you're not getting your full check. Me being real, those $600 extra that you were getting a week is not much money, because on that, the way my unemployment was set up in the beginning for it is they gave me $98 a week. All right, because they call me a mixed income earner, which means that I'm an independent contractor, so I get 1099s, but I also got W-2s. I have W-2s from teaching, I got W-2s from different modeling or acting jobs, but I got both, so I am a mixed income earner. And what that means is they took my very last W-2 I got, which was for a modeling gig for one day, and decided what my unemployment would be from that. So with some people getting, the 450 or 600 I've heard with the pandemic unemployment, I qualify for 98. And then for that $600 a week bonus, that's $698. That's not much. Again, especially living here in LA. I can go and work at the Abbey. You'll say I pick up 4 shifts. I got 4 shifts for that week. With my tips that I made, if I work good nights, I'll get that same $600 in tips alone. So for that week, I'm making $1,000. So going from $1,000 a week to $698 is already a big loss. But that doesn't include me working, doing anything on set. Because if I go on set, I'll make that same amount of money in a day. If we're there for like 15, 16 hours, you know, I can easily make that money back, depending on whatever I'm doing. So, I mean, it's not a lot of money. What people keep saying, it's not free money. It's not too much money to stay home and causing people not to want to work. I want to work. Trust me, I would love, love, love to go back to work because I'm bored in the house. I've been working since I was 15 years old. So sitting here doing nothing is terrible. I'm tired of working out because that's all I can really do is work out and walk my dog. And it's annoying, you know, and there's nothing else to do. So when I hear people saying, you know, it's causing people to be lazy and it's deterring them from going to work, I'm like, maybe in your small town, maybe wherever you live, but that's not the case here. I would love, 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 love to go back to work. But because I'm choosing not to go back into the classroom and I just want to sub, like I've said before, can't do that because school is virtual right now. Acting, there's small things here and there, but there's not that many opportunities, again, because of COVID and because of the amount of people that can be on set and because of the productions that they do here, they have to limit a lot of things. That's not how it used to be. And then working at the Abbey, clubs are still closed. So right now we are in this weird limbo place where some stuff in LA is open and some stuff's not. And literally all the jobs that I do are not open. So it's nothing to do. That it's not, trust me, it's not being lazy. I would love, love, love. And again, I know I'm not in a unique position. I know there's thousands of people out here in LA who are doing the same exact thing. They would love to go back to work, but they can't. There's a lot of people in LA who are mixed income earners who are getting the short end of the stick and not being able to get out their money. So it's like, it gets tiring hearing that. Not to mention on top of not working my jobs, but obviously other jobs are still closed here too, like the IRS, for example. They haven't done any paper returns. So right now, I am still waiting on my refund for 2018, 2019. I did not get the first stimulus check. As of right now, I may not be getting the second one if there's a second one because I'm still waiting for them to file my taxes that I mailed in back in March. So it's not like I just did it. I did it back in March before everything shut down, but because their offices were closed, they were only doing electronic. They did not do paper returns. So again, I know I'm not unique to this situation. There's tons of people waiting, but I'm still waiting on all that money that is owed to me. And then on top of that, again, being a mixed income earner, they cut my unemployment from whatever max amount I could have gotten like everybody else to only $98 a week. And then you decide to also take the $600 off. So like literally just keep getting shitted on and done nothing wrong in these situations. You just keep getting the short end of the stick and it's draining. And then on top of that, to hear people keep saying dumb shit like, oh, you just want to stay home. No, I don't. I want to go to work. And I also want to get my money that's owed to me. You know, it's frustrating and aggy. At this point, honestly, if I had any say in anything, I want people to open up. At this point, open up because you're doing more harm to people here, especially in California, than you are helping. Because there's going to be so many people who can't afford to do anything anymore. It's like they can't pay rent, obviously, already. Now they're going to have less and less money to pay less bills like me with this money that they're trying to do. Hopefully they put whatever CARES Act back on. But if they were to just leave it at the $98 a week, that's not even my car note. You know what I mean? So people have so many other bills. They have car notes, they have insurance, they have groceries, they have rent, they have lights, they have water, you have gas, you have fuel to put in your car. People have kids to take care of. Thank God I don't have any kids, but you have so many things to take care of that it's like, oh well, you know, until this pandemic is done. So I honestly think if I had any say, again, I would open up. I mean, I would have everybody know, like, we're shutting down for 30 days. All right, get your stuff, get everything taken care of, get groceries, get whatever, stay your ass home for 30 days. Everybody, we're not letting nobody come visit LA. Nobody's going out of LA. And once that's done, open everything back up to normal. Open everything so everyone can go back to work. because you can't keep sitting here telling people go to work, but don't go to work. You know, we're not going to give you unemployment because we want you to not get comfortable on it so you can go back to work, but we're not going to open your job up. Like, none of that makes sense. Like, you have to pick a fucking side. So I would say, tell people to stay home, give it this 30 days, let the quarantine do its thing, get rid of whatever COVID is out there right now, and open back up and let people actually go to work. And then see who goes to work. See who tries to take advantage of the system and see who does what they need to do. Because at this point, you are literally just like hurting tons of people. Everybody who's in the gig community, like, they're just sitting here looking stupid because we have nothing else that we can do but just keep checking to see if Congress, people who are getting, again, $14,000 a month, see if they can stop arguing about us making too much money staying home and not wanting to return to work. But like I said, this is just me giving you a little insight on how things are going right now. Everything is not okay. As for my, everything else in life, life's great. Luckily, I'm with somebody who loves me, who is there for me, and who is helping me be able to cope and deal with all this stuff right now. So the other aspects and other avenues of my life, everything else is great. It's just, this is like the biggest thing, and right now it is so draining. And again, I know it's not just me. It is lots of people in this situation, which is why I said I want to make this video, because I know I'm not the only person who's been asked, like, are you okay? Your gig working friends, a lot of us are not okay. And to my friends who are independent contractors, who are gig workers and everything else, who are not working and in the same boat. You're not okay. I'm not okay, but that's okay. We will get it together at some point. Hopefully this shit will pass. Fuck COVID, fuck Congress, and any other thing that's stopping us from being able to do what we love to do. We are strong. This is why we decided to chase our dreams anyways and not do whatever else, people told us that we should do. We went and chased and followed our own hearts and our own minds, and I feel like that is going to be some of the stuff that helps us get through this. Love you guys. Thank you for listening. I will do another check-in, I guess, at some point, but I just wanted to get that little bit out. I will talk to you next time. Goodbye.